but it does help you align mentally and emotionally with the future that you want. It builds confidence, motivation, and clarity. The real secret is not about waiting to feel successful, for everything to perfectly align in your life. It's about training your brain to believe it's already happening. And when your brain believes it, your actions follow and you have conviction and drive. Did you know that athletes who visualize their training improve their performance almost as much as those who physically practice? In fact, studies show that people who use visualization techniques are 1.8 times more likely to achieve their goals than those who don't. That stat really got me curious. So I started to think back to a time period when I was successful with losing tons of weight. I remember in the past, I had attended online a Tony Robbins seminar for weight loss. He had someone on there that taught neural linguistic programming. He taught us to imagine and visualize ourselves with emotion, ourselves at our goal weight in a particular bathing suit that we wanted to be in. We went through the whole process of doing that. You could feel it as if it had already happened. And we were instructed to do that for 30 days, every day, consistently, and throughout the day, if you could. Guess what? I had lost all the weight, and I know that was a huge part of it. So recently, I decided to put this to the test. So have spent 30 days using creative visualization techniques and with other things, and I plan on doing it with more things. And what I discovered actually that changed the way I think about personal growth. Well, creative visualization is more than just daydreaming. It's the intentional practice of imagining your desired outcomes with emotion, detail, and repetition and consistency. We do this as if it's already happened. This technique is used by Olympic athletes, CEOs, teachers, therapists, and recently it's become a major trend in the personal development world. But I didn't want to just theory. I wanted to know, was this just a one-time thing that worked for me? Or is this something that continually works? And is this something I can use with my clients? Could this actually help me grow mentally, emotionally, and spiritually? So I've tried it myself. Well, the challenge is, like many people, we struggle with the lack of clarity sometimes, self doubt, a tendency to get stuck in survival mode instead of thinking and dreaming bigger. Sometimes I knew what I wanted, and other times maybe I couldn't stay motivated because of having limiting beliefs. Other times I had ambition but no direction. Does this sound familiar to you? Well, creative visualization promises to help with that by aligning your mind and emotions with your goals before they're real. So I've been making it a part of my daily routine. So here's what I've been trying. Doing a morning visualization. I'm doing this around 4 times a week. I want to get it even more, but spending around 5 to 10 minutes every morning visualizing the best version of my day, how I would show up, how I would feel, what I would create. Also, visualizing my business being successful and being where I want it to be. I kind of think of it as a mental vision board or a mental vision board, an emotional vision board. I do use vision boards, and research shows that they are helpful for being successful in reaching goals. So, as a vision board refresh that I did with one of my classes recently, I updated my vision board and made sure that it was mostly pictures, not words, that sparked emotion, not just goals. Pictures and images really speak to our heart and the limbic system, which is an important part of the brain. It's the heart or seat of motivation. I also used guided meditations. I used audio tracks that walked me through visualizing success and gratitude and the way I wanted things to be. Emotional anchoring is another huge part of it. I didn't just see the goals, I practiced feeling joy and peace of achieving them, the elation that comes with it. And don't forget dopamine, which is a huge reward type of hormone when we accomplish things. Well, at first, I'm going to admit it felt a little odd. It felt a little cheesy. But after the first week, I noticed something. My mindset started to shift, which is important. Instead of dreading tasks, I saw myself completing them confidently. I felt more energized. I was living from the version of myself I used to only imagine. Now, there was one moment that hit me hard. I was visualizing myself confidently speaking at a conference that I haven't spoken at in years. And it's a fear I've kind of developed and had for years. And suddenly I realized, you know what? I've already become that person. And without noticing it, I had started showing up differently. I speak more clearly in meetings. I reach out to people that I used to avoid. And I have become more assertive. That's when it clicked. Creative visualization didn't just help me picture a new life, it helped me step into it. I wasn't waiting for change, I was becoming the change that I wanted. So here's what we've learned: visualization isn't presto, it's done, but it does help you align mentally and emotionally with the future that you want. It builds confidence, motivation, and clarity. The real secret is not about waiting to feel successful, for everything to perfectly align in your life. It's about training your brain to believe it's already happening. And when your brain believes it, your actions follow and you have conviction and drive. If you've ever tried visualization or are curious to start, I'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment below and tell me what's one thing you want to visualize into your reality. How has visualization helped you in the past? And if this video inspired you, hit that like button, subscribe for more personal growth tools. And remember, you don't need to wait to become the best version of you. You can start visualizing it today. Remember to embrace the change and discover the beauty of transformation and embrace your inner butterfly. Bye for now.